Okay, before I begin my presentation, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Nafar Abdi. Today I will be presenting on the behalf of Mr. Asrul Huda. Our research topic is about design and development of Android-based e-model application to improve pro-social early children by family. Careful behavior for others or pro-social needs to be developed from an early age, considering that this behavior will affect the social life of children until adulthood. Pro-social is very closely related to the nature of one's empathy. Many crimes that occur both among children and adolescents today stem from the lack of pro-social cultivation of children from an early age by the family, which results in the low empathy for children and at the same time cause children low concern for others and who are known to be antisocial. In practice, this behavior has begun to thin out in society, including in the family. Parents have not fully implemented family education, especially those related to the pro-social development of AUD, both at home and in the children's playgrounds. This research generally aims to create an Android-based e-module in an effort to improve pro-social early childhood by family in addition to be easier and more practice to use. And it can also reach a wider target. This type of research is a development and research. Uh, and then I will explain about the nature of family education. Education in family is the first and foremost education for every child. This is because a child, especially at early age, spend more time at home than outside. The purpose of family education is so that family members and children can become independent people in society, can develop and grow to maximum according to their abilities, can become wise individuals in accordance with the teaching of the religions, can become productive individuals for themselves and their environment, and can develop into adults who understand the nation cultural actions. And then the role and function of the family education. The family plays a very important role in forming a foundation of a character education, including in understanding and institutionalizing cultures, values within itself. Families who have a concern for cultural values and always make them a way of life will certainly to be relatively successful in passing these values on their family. This is the research stage that we use in our research. We begin with the analysis stage and then the design stage. We design our application, and then development stage, implementation stage, and evaluation stage. In the evaluation stage, there are three types of tests. There are a practicality test, effectiveness test, and product trial test. For the sample and population, this research is planned to be in the sub-district in West Sumatra, in Air Tawar Barat sub-district, in Padang City, precisely along the sea outskirts of Padang City, namely for families with children aged 3 till 4 years who have cell phones. And the data analysis technique, based on this data, the data analysis technique used consists of qualitative and the quantitative analysis. Okay. And then this is the result of our research. Based on the table above, there are several tables in here. It can be explained that theoretically, the frequency is 8, with the lowest score is less than 0.0 in the very impractical category, and the highest score is 4.2 in very practical category. Based on the result of the data analysis, it can be stated that the very practical categories has percentage of 62.50% with a frequency of 5, and the practical category has a percentage of 37.50% with frequency of 3. Judging from the practicality data from the table above, the practicality of the e-models that we developed in IUD pro-social development by expert is declared to be very practical and worth using. For the conclusion, the result of the validity and practicality test of the Android-based e-model application indicate that this application is the valid category and is very practical and feasible to use to improve early childhood pro-social activities by family. Research on the design and Android-based e-model application has several contributions, namely adding reference to the treasure of knowledge about Android application in increasing prosocial early childhood and increasing variation in the use of media in learning that can involve early childhood education or AUD actively in learning. I think that's conclude my presentation. Thank you very much.